worrying to see Dave.
Hi there. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2009 Now, as they pull up, the good news is this is a full display. They're led at the very front there by Red 1, which is Wing Commander Jace Hawker. Tornado GR1 and GR4, which has been on operational service overseas now for 20 years continuously. Jace used to be on the Red Arrows between 2000 and 2002. And he's also been a solo display pilot in the Tucano training aircraft. He likes to do a bit of kite surfing and windsurfing, and he likes to... This is our widest formation, and between Reds 8 and 9, that's the two guys with the smoke on, it's some 300 feet, or that's 100 metres if you speak European. It's a difficult formation for those outside guys to fly, because when the leader rolls, they not only have to roll with him to match his angle of bank, they've got to climb or descend quite a long way and make big power changes. Now, being a very patriotic bunch in the Red Arrows, we like to put the red, white and blue on, so here we are in the Phoenix Bend. We are 7 pilots, so he's been to Afghanistan several times, and the job out there of the pilots is to support our young men and women who are on the ground out there. Right now, Zane's flying the big Vixen roll here. This is a big barrel roll, topping out at 2,500 feet, and the aircraft are just 6 to 8 feet apart. And then he's asked me to dedicate this to his brother and his new wife. They got married last week, and Zane unfortunately wasn't able to be there, so lots of fun. So that we can take photos of them from the air. Sometimes you can actually feel like you're flying next to the real thing when they're in Concorde. So even if we don't get to see the real Concorde fly anymore, we still love to do it in the Red Arrows, so we put the white smoke on now as they fly past us in Concorde. And that's how they do it. It sounds easy, doesn't it? But believe me, it's not. Okay, as we look topside onto them there, you can see Apollo formation. This is named after the Eagle landing craft of the Apollo 11 space missions. But right now, you can see him, it's wingman Red 5 rolling back to form, Typhoon formation, as Jace pulls them up now in a 4G looping manoeuvre. Typhoon is named after the Royal Air Force's newest fighter aircraft, and you can see the shape of it there as they top out. They're climbing rapidly up now to a mile above us. So there we are, those aircraft are a mile away from us, and the speed's back to about 150 miles an hour over the top there. It's actually pretty slow for a fast jet, and in the Hulk it's not much more than our takeoff and landing speed. But as they come down the hill here, the speed builds up, 400 miles an hour. And they're pulling about 4G as they twist away from us at the bottom there. So on the word roll there, Jace starts his manoeuvre and all the other pilots manoeuvre at exactly the same time as he says the word roll. And that's how they maintain a nice rigid shape through the sky. They've got to get it just right, because they're only a few feet apart in that manoeuvre. A big, wide and long formation is quite difficult for the pilots to fly, but very graceful to us on the ground. As they top out there, you'll notice the shape of the formation has changed to what we call Fred. Now, Fred sounds like a ridiculous name for a formation, and you'd be right, it is a bit ridiculous, but it's short for feathered arrow. You see the shape of the feathered arrow as they twist across the front there. I prefer Fred, it's an awful lot easier to say, and it stops me getting tongue-tied. So here we see the pilots span out beautifully in front of us in the vertical brake. Now, even though they've separated from each other, they're still formating each other so that they maneuver for 2009 called the roller coaster. Up there on the left with the white smoke, Red 7. See if you can catch the cross on your camera. Red smoke again. Hard time some of it there. So I think it would be rude of me not to dedicate this red mark. They're just 300 feet above the water there, and you can see now why we call this the corkscrew. All line up in front of us, the cross right in front of our eyes. Keep your cameras at the ready. Their final manoeuvre of the show together. This is flown, air brakes out between 100 and 300 feet at about 3G. As they leave, take a... And for us today, it's been a real pleasure to be here at Portrush. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Spain, the link to the United Kingdom, large in Germany, and France, and partner assembly, and all this way. Oh yeah, look at that, it's the sunshine, camera. I can hear the sharp intended breath as the airplane comes back. It is certainly one of the most astonishing airplanes anything to say about it. Probably the first time I've seen it that low.